Hello and welcome to this special coverage on Nile TV International, where we're going to talk about the humanitarian aid and aim at the Gaza-Israel escalation. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of the Affairs of OCHA reports that more than 1 million people in the Gaza Strip are still in the dire need of the shelter assistance due to the recent rainstorms that last December, which affected the 65,000 families with displacements, tents being uprooted, 40 damaged homes collapsing under the force of the storms, and the personal property being damaged in several locations. And to shed more light on this topic, we are joined over the phone by Dr. Prof. Gaafar, the political analyst. Good evening, Dr. Rauf.
Good evening, my dear.
Doctor, how would you describe the conditions and aid inside the Gaza Strip, the humanitarian conditions specifically?
Well, I mean, it's pathetic. We are all very sad. Israel cannot respect our land. It is known for not respecting any obligations or any agreements. So the ceasefire has not been well abided to by Israel. They keep on putting difficulties and hurdles about humanitarian aids coming in, all sorts of pretexts, all sorts of, especially in this weather where the people in Gaza need every possible help they can get. But still, we have a problem with the Israeli people, but we are adamant, as a matter of fact, to have the maximum possible of aid passing through the Gaza to Gaza, and we have a responsibility to help our brothers and sisters under siege. And all we hope is that Israel come to some sense, at least considering the terrible weather, and allow more and more aid and help to come in.
Doctor, how has the blockade and the restrictions on the construction materials directly has contributed to shelter the crisis?
Well, I mean, they don't want to abide to any of their, I don't want to say promises, but at least to honor their signatures in the agreement that was signed. And anything they do, it simply hurts the Palestinians under siege, and it does not help things to move. I'm talking humanitarian, of course, help and aid from one side, but the whole crisis, it does not move 1 inch because of the stubbornness and of the Israeli for no reason. And this is what makes the situation not stalemate, but going from bad to worse, considering once again the bad weather that we are encountering.
Well, Dr. Also, the United Nations Office for the Coordination of the Affairs of the OCHA formally raised the concerns that the denial of the shelters and the materials may amount for a collective punishment. What's your input on this?
Well, I mean, we know that the United Nations has always been there, and they are always asking the Israeli side to be a little bit, understanding. I mean, seeing the situation. We cannot have any saying about the efforts of the United Nations that have been deployed through the 90 days of since we signed the agreement. We thank them for their effort, of course, trying hard. And maybe this is why some of the aid is coming in. We hope that they exert more pressure, if they can, over the Israeli side so that things can get better and situation can improve as far as the Israelis under siege is concerned.
Well, Doctor, also, what are the most critical needs facing these civilians at this stage in the Gaza Strip?
I mean, they need blankets, for God's sake. I mean, the weather is terrible. They need, of course, medicines. They have urgent cases. Sometimes they allow some of them to come in for treatment, but they need treatment, they need drugs, they need medicines, they need to be warm, and blankets have to come in. Food, basic food has to come in. I mean, we are not talking luxury here, we're talking basic needs to keep their life going, that's all.
Also, how do Zaid al-Izza aid convoys can reflect Egypt's long-standing commitment to supporting the Palestinians during this crisis, in your point of view?
I mean, I don't call it a commitment. I call it a responsibility. Mm-hmm. Egypt has played the role of the mother of this crisis since the 40s, and we are responsible. And of course, commitment comes from responsibility, but we feel that we have to do it, regardless of anything, and we will keep doing it. And this was very clear. Our president said it, and everybody agreed that Egypt is the one that is really carrying the burden of doing this. And practically, she is on its own to do it. So I call it responsibility. We are honored to do it. We are happy to do it, and I'm sure that Egypt will continue to do it as long as it takes.
Well, Dr. Raouf, also, what are the logistical and the diplomatic challenges that has Egypt overcome to ensure that the safe and the continuous delivery of Zaid al-Izza to the Gaza Strip?
Again, our Minister for Foreign Affairs is meeting every day with different people. He is repeating the same requests. I think yesterday he was meeting with his counterpart from Oman, and they agreed on what Egypt is doing. I mean, Egypt is not sparing any effort, diplomatic effort, on the ground effort, maybe talks one-on-one with everybody, just to ensure that things go on and the caravans of help goes in uninterrupted.
In your point of view, what are the ways of Zaid al-Izza convoys can demonstrate Egypt's role as a key regional factor in the region or in the Middle East to make this aid?
I tell you, Egypt does not need to prove what she does. I mean, we are doing this again out of responsibility. And regardless of what it is called, but we want and we need and we ask in the whole world to let us help our brothers and sisters in Gaza and at least get the minimum help to them. I mean, as I said before, this is our job, our responsibility. And the whole world knows what we are doing, and they are backing us all the way. It's only about the stubbornness of the counterpart that does not allow, not that does not allow, but at least they are putting hurdles and obstacles. I don't know why, but just to prove that they are there and they want to sort of impose their will. But they will never do, and we will keep on doing it, and we will keep enjoying the help and the support of the whole world, with very few exceptions.
Well, Dr. Raouf Gaafar, the political analyst, thank you so much for the precious information that you have put here in Nile TV International on this special coverage for the humanitarian aid in Gaza Strip. And ladies and gentlemen, by this we come to the end of this special coverage. So stay tuned on Nile TV International. I'm Sahar Talal.